Alright, let's start this off really, really simple. It is the most easiest question you're probably going to get all weekend. Obviously, it's a beautiful, beautiful Friday, and you played. How are you feeling?
Tired.
Yeah?
Overwhelmed.
Yeah.
Less nauseous than I was this morning.
Talk me through this. Right, you've also different feelings. I want to talk through why tired. Is it simply the fact the adrenaline has now left your body and the excitement is done?
There's some of that, and I'm just old and creaky.
Okay, yeah. Well, yeah, I get that. Nauseous. What was it? Nerves?
I don't like the moment before going on stage. Once I'm on there, I'm absolutely fine, and I can deal with whatever's put in front of me. But that moment of fear when you're standing on the side of the backstage or walking up the stage and you see, especially today, seeing all those people in that tent, just went, okay, here we go.
So, like, was it worse because it was Bloodstock? Because you had that moment before where you could watch people kind of flowing in and out?
I think so, and seeing the first band on this morning as well, who were, I don't know their name, but they were so sick. They were so sick. They were very good.
They had some problems, right?
They did have some problems.
Yeah, don't worry.
They pulled it out. They pulled it out of the bag afterwards, which was so sick.
It was a concern though, I think the power might cut out on us as
Yeah,
well.
yeah. And how do we pull that off? But yeah, watching them and then like being able to sort of pop outside and see everyone sort of walking in slowly, and then like the whole thing backstage of having people move stuff around for us and just gearing up for it was a bit overwhelming, I think.
Yeah, no, fair enough. But ultimately, you are here now, and I forgot. What did you say?
Well, to be fair, I said overwhelmed, but I think it's
sorry.
no. How dare you? It's positive.
Yeah.
It's blessing and curse, isn't it? I suppose we're here, and that's fantastic. But it's the fact that all of these things have come at once, and we've had all of this to do. It's amazing. But you know, we come from a position of winning the competition, and I guess from my point of view, I only was in the band 4 months ago, so it's been a crazy 4 months to be in this position.
It's been mental,
It's been phenomenal. Absolutely mental.
Well, ultimately, when you do enter Metal to the Masses, the entire journey is particularly intense and it is crazy and stuff like that. Go backwards. Talk me through your entire process of the journey to this point. What made you first want to do it, basically?
We first entered 2 years ago,
Yep.
which was my first gig with the show, with the band. So we've had a couple of lineup changes. First was our previous bass player leaving and me picking up, but we knew that was coming, so I had from January to be getting ready, kind of thing. So we went through that. We got really close. We dared to believe that we might have had it, and it didn't go our way on the night. This year, about 6 weeks before the competition started, we had another unexpected lineup change. David joined us, and he's come in. So Dave was in the band before.
So
previous lineup.
Yeah, 8 years ago, in the previous guys of the band. So the two that aren't here at the moment were in that lineup, and we did the competition. And then the guitarist that replaced me left, and I came back in. 5 days after joining, my wife had a baby, and then it was like 2 weeks after that we had the competition, and that was so I came in not expecting anything past the first heat, and then we won that, and then it was like, oh gosh, we better get better for the semi-final. And then we won the semi-final. We were like, oh god, we've got to do the final, and I already had a holiday booked and we were away, so it was just so.
Oh, so you had no intentions of...
I absolutely wanted to be back in and do the music again, but I hadn't. I think it wasn't until the semi-final that we realised the final was clashing with the holiday that we had. So it was just, it all worked out. We played the final, and now we're here.
David's played 4 shows with us. It's been Metal to the Masses, Bloodstock.
Did you guys? What were your initial expectations of Metal to the Masses? Nobody goes in thinking they're going to win it, obviously, but you've got to have some self-confidence in it. Otherwise, it's going to be shown on stage. Did you think, okay, we're going to go into this and we're going to give it our best? Yeah.
I think because we've been like in separate bands, we've all honed our art. We all know what we're doing now.
Oh, yeah.
Which is really nice. And actually, being in a band with these guys has really elevated me and what I do vocally. But going into it, we were very like, I don't know, I think coming after last year, we were like, we're probably not going to win again this year, so we'll go in, we'll enjoy it, we'll have fun and have a few drinks and we'll have a party, basically. Loads of our mates are playing this year as well, so we were like excited to see them play and to see them like potentially win. And there was that moment in the final that I kind of stood there watching all the other bands and I was like, we've not got it. We're not going to do it. It's fine. It's fine. And then we get announced, and I'm like, what do I do now? We've got to go and play this massive festival. Like, what on earth is happening?
But Metal to the Masses is a as a platform. Like, the opportunity, obviously being here is amazing, but you know, we've had a Heat semi-final, final, and that has funded us going into the studio and releasing a record. That has funded us getting more merch, putting money back into it. You don't, as a small band, we'll play some shows and we'll get a bit of ticket money and we'll get a rider and stuff like that, but if you don't get here, there's still all of that other stuff that it gets here, and that is amazing. It's really good.
Yeah, shout out to the guys at Melted Masses East Anglia for letting us take a cut of the ticket money, because it's
it's huge.
I don't know if all the regions do that, but they let us sell some tickets. They let us keep some.
I don't know that. That's wow.
Yeah, it's big. It's great. It's really good.
Yeah, I'm not sure if any of us do, so I don't want to sort of suggest them out not. But I'm still like, from what first I've kind of heard of that. But ultimately, it was a 30-minute spot, and 30 minutes flies by. Did you have a moment during the show where you were able to stop mentally and just drink in what you had accomplished? No.
That was afterwards where I collapsed to the floor and went, it's done.
We have 6 songs in the set we played. We run the first 2 together, we run the next 2 together, and the gaps between is tuning and getting hair out of my face.
Yeah, it's funny, we were chatting about this last night, and it kind of only dawned to me that it's only at the very end of the penultimate song where I get to kind of relax and enjoy stuff, because playing lead it's not super complicated, but it's stuff I've got to concentrate on. And I find that, you know, it's having only been back in for 4 months and getting used to this again, really having to concentrate. So for that last song and a half, being able to go, all right, I'm sort of done with that now, and I can get into it and enjoy it. It was that 7-8 minutes that was the best bit for me. It was so nice to be able to just enjoy it.
Well, obviously this is a great accomplishment, but it is not the end of the journey. We have seen far too many bands reach this point and then we've never heard of them again. We look back at interviews we've done years ago and it's like, whoa, oh my God, what happened to them? We do not want that to be the case with you. So, going forward, what are we doing? How are we using this platform to continue pushing the band forward?
So, as I said previously, we've got the money from that massive that we've made has sort of helped us to produce a single we put out a week ago, which is everywhere.
Done pretty well as well. Good reaction.
It's done, YouTube is flying like with the views. It's been insane. The feedback we've had has been phenomenal. So going off the back of that as well, we're going back to the studio and recording the next 6 songs of the EP. Hopefully should be out at the end of this year. We've got other gigs lined up. We're playing another hometown show in November. It's a Halloween show with a couple of our mates' bands, Collapse the Sky and Celestial. And then we have another show booked for April next year, again a hometown show. We don't know who the headliner is yet. It's a mystery headliner, so looking forward to find out who that is.
We're shooting a music video Tuesday week for the single we've just put out, and I think it's just a question of trying to make the most of. It has been very nice in the 4 hours since coming off stage this morning.
God, that's gone quick.
The feedback and the stuff that we've had from people already has been really positive. So I think we just kind of want to ride on that a little bit and see where it takes us. We want to get out. We want to play more gigs. We want to release the music, and hopefully that opens some more doors.
I guess the ask we've got is if you are a promoter and you want a metalcore band, come find us. If you like metalcore and you know a venue or a promoter in your hometown, give us a shout. Let us know. We'll approach them.
Your game, basically. Your game for everything. You'll have a look at everything that comes your way.
We're pretty tame house guests, so.
Talking Bloodstock then, last one for you. Bloodstock in general. Are we staying around the rest of the weekend? We here?
Yeah.
Okay, who are you looking forward most to see?
I want to see Green Lung, but I missed them because I wasn't here.
Such as
but Architects, obviously, Malevolence, Rotting Christ.
Raised by Owls. That is Raised by Owls for me.
Yes.
Big one, but the Whitechapel Malevolence Architects from me, from a metalcore hardcore point of view, is just wow.
We're fucking exhausted by that.
That's such a run of sets.
And Monomath as well.
Yeah.
And Monomath, everyone loves a bit of Viking metal.
Hatebreed, Architects, riffs.
You basically you want to hear the bands. You want to move. You want to move,
I'll float around and check out whoever in between.
Well, the good news is you had plenty of people moving in that tent as well. Guys, thank you so much for taking the time to do this.
Thank you.
Thank you very much for watching. If you'd like to see more content like this, please consider hitting the subscribe button. It is gratefully appreciated. You can find us over at gbhbl.com, our full website, where reviews, news, and so much more goes up daily. We're also on all social media platforms, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Threads, at GBHBL. Just search for GBHBL and you will find us out there. We also have merchandise on sale. You can access the shop via the website.